Oh, hold on. Q. He will die to Siamese Cat.
See, so here's the thing. He got this. He got the passive block there.
Oh wow.
Yep, that's a factor we didn't consider. Willie, he was going to block.
When you say we, you mean you. You did not.
You did not consider
that.
it either.
Beyond getting kited a bit more now by Monet.
Good damage. He might actually kill him here.
Yeah, he could. Multi-shot is there, and that's going to be enough. TP is coming in now.
That's what you asked,
Gen
right?
Q onslaught. Oh, gets gusted.
The prediction we had was actually wrong.
That is correct.
Not even
Ori, he's going to get glimpsed back, but
nice
disruption is there. Searing Chains, not available here, but Ori will drop nonetheless. There's nothing to say with the Sleight of Fist.
Oh, and he's even going to get a regen rune here for his troubles. Just needs to wait until the Shadow Poison runs out, and they can pop it. They could dive here. I think, did STC this rune be picked up by the... He did have a ward on it, so...
Gen Q has made the trip over as well, and he's hungry for some Shadow Demon. Disruption on himself, but this is going to just delay the inevitable here as another kill goes the way of PSG LGD. Ori does connect on the LSA. Baboka's here as well, but they don't have enough lockdown.
Or maybe he just had a different read on the lane, that he needed it. I think now that we've seen the lane play out, it didn't really feel necessary. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. We're going to see the jump here onto Siamese Cat. Instant disruption as Gen Q looking on the sideline for the bigger kill on Monet. Pulverize is there. They're going to be able to get the support right off the bat. The trample comes in. I think the Gust actually missed here from Monet. He's going to get glimpsed back, and that is going to lead to a very valuable kill, although it goes to Y. Either way, PSG look at the start and to Ahmed, Laguna Blade to follow, but
no back
the trade. Yeah, the Moonlight Shadow giving cover for Ori, but allows him to initiate, but nobody to follow it up with. As Y taking a lot of damage in the meantime as the multi-shot is finishing off from the high ground. There's the first rolling thunder of the game from XXS. Nothing to say with the Remnant in a way. Now Monet has to be careful as there are familiars just completely surrounding him. Soul Assumption is there as well, and the last right click will do it. Now the Pulverize applied to XXS. All he can do, actually mitigates a lot of damage to that shield crash, but doesn't last as long as it used to. Not able to get the Son of Faith Beyond, but the Searing Chains is there. So 3 kills for PSG LGD.
We're talking
Good news as a Ricky because he hasn't been involved at all. So I feel like this is just going to get amplified now as he starts to actually show up in these fights. As Siamese Cat looks like he's got that self-disrupt. Good arrow. He wants to go for the roll. Taking it out here a bit is nothing to say. Does finish off Siamese Cat with that last Sleight Fist, but away he goes as PSG LGD.
Oh, they
very confident. Big glimpse into the Static Storm and Pulverize. No chance for XXS as he does.
Angle rolled, and then the artillery just starts going to town with the Drow as well as Lina. So what they do is they poke and force out the Pango roll, and then they just disengage. And now that
they got the Searing Chains, no BKB, Ori, Soul Assumption is there, Smoke Screen as well, he's done. Monet gets a pretty good multi-shot, but this is going the way of PSG LGD for sure. 2 for nothing to start it. And nothing to say is not done here quite yet. Gets the Searing Chains up, but Disruption's going to delay this just for a little bit. Space Beyond continuing with his familiars, but Monet just ticking down ever so slowly. Another Gust, but there's the Blink Strike from Ame. Double kill for him. Tricks of the trade, but Blink Strike back into the fray, and that's a 4th kill going the way of LGD, and this should be a free road. Onslaught. Oh, he does see him, but gets gusted. But the glimpse back, that was just enough. Into the Static Storm, trample as well, but Ori pops BKB, gets the LSA to be able to cancel it. They do get the kill onto the Primal Beast, but there's a disruption to save Monet, but not for long enough. Down goes the Drow again. Demonic Person had nothing to say, and his Remnant's going to be really slow as a result, but he has the cover of his teammates. Shadow Demon dead. Ori basically out of mana, and that means they can now initiate, but the Moonlight Shadow giving him cover.
It's running
Rolling
out now.
from XXS. Nice blink onto 2 heroes. Here comes a nice Starstorm as well. Nothing to say. Gets stunned again. Do they have enough? They do. Big kill for ASTER. Need to get more out of this though. Swashbuckle onto Y, but now they're going to control XXS as he is within arm's reach of the Ricky and the Smoke Screen. And down he goes. So it ends up being a 4 for 2, and the age is still intact. ASTER.
It's also worth keeping in mind you have the luxury of thinking about the game entirely differently when you are 4, right? The BKB is almost always a thing on the 3 primal because you have a bigger responsibility to deal damage. But Jinkyu's role in this game is more of a controlling nature than a killing one. So he's just going to charge in, mess up the fight, make space.
Oh, LSA connects. Laguna Blade as well. Static Storm just for defensive measure, but it's not enough. Nothing to say is dead. Does have the buyback. I'm not sure if he wants to use it in this engagement. It looks like they're going to lose their Primal Beast as well.
Okay.
Nice setup there by ASTER, baiting the rune.
That I do think it needs to be level 2 before it permits.
I mean, that was mostly for the change, for the shard, right? When you're rolling Thunder and then you just shard on top of them.
Oh, speaking of which.
Yeah, that's going to be the deletion of XXS. LGD want to fight immediately. Shadow Demon's going to get... Oh, nice disruption on self, so it's going to cancel the glimpse, but he still will have to cancel his own life, and this could lead
to be a thing before Shard even existed, and then it just faded away from existence for like 2 or 3 years.
What was the meme build was sleep dart into Meteor Hammer, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be seeing that, just going out
of the limb here.
Oh, the Gust coming out. XXS gets the Blink Dagger off. Visage is taking a lot of damage. It's going to be enough to actually get beautiful rolls coming out from XXS. They take him out 2-0 to start this fight, but Ori stuck inside of no man's land. He gets brought down to his knees. Buyback coming out of the Disruptor now, but look, the heroes from PSG LGD are very low. They're going to lose the Aegis pretty much right off the bat as well. Now he's surrounded, pops the BKB, trying to focus down the Shadow Demon. Disruption comes out, but nope, not going to be enough. Nothing to say with the Sleight of Fist. Double kill for Ame. So PSG LGD.
I mean, I don't know. Axe is like a little bit of survivability, but I don't know. Not sure if Axe is the best purchase.
Well, ASTER do have their first 4 staff now, outside of Monet, of course.
They don't have Moonlight, so are they going to be spotted here? This Glimpse.
Yep, the Glimpse back. Monet, he's going to get disrupted, so doesn't need to pop it, but the Mirana is going to die for her sins. Monet pops a BKB inside that Static Storm. There's nothing to say. He's getting melted inside. Gets off the Sleight of Fist and able to remnant away, and now Ame trying to focus on Monet, but has to reset. Buyback coming out of the Shadow Demon, as it looks like Jin Q falls to XXS. And the fight...
Another great rolling Thunder once again from XXS. Just took Disruptor out of the fight from the beginning.
Ori trying to delete the Disruptor. One right click away. They will find him. It looks like the force staff ends. The Shadow Demon gets to the Disruption just in time. And nothing to say, melts. Ame gets the Blink Strike off. Make it 2 now as Faith Beyond kind of stuck. I believe he used the Shard here to keep himself alive for the time being. That's going to set up a potential stun from the LSA. Now the right clicks come. And that should be more than enough damage for ASTER to eat through 2 cores for PSG LGD.
Your items.
That's right.
And I think all the time we've cast together has happened once.
Moonlight Shadow. Faith Beyond.
Take me!
One less.
To play his hero, maybe in the base, and with the axe they can. Okay, they're gonna sleep into the storm.
Yep, Static Storm is there. Blink Strike as well. The BKBs, but Disruption buys a lot of time, and he's a-okay as Ori. He's gonna get the instant kill onto nothing to say. Who does not have buyback? And now they're gonna turn this around onto the Primal Beast. This is looking like the beginning of the end of game number 1 as ASTER have come back with a vengeance. They were down big time early, but ever since the Blink Dagger came from XXS, as the GGs come out, it was just one-sided. Just a crazy game.
And he's not the only problem. Like, let's say you do kill him off, you still have to worry about the Terrorblade and the fight.
The X with the boat coming, TP's coming for Ori. Boat's gonna connect though, toss on top of the cookie, and Ori looks like he's gonna live through this, and now comes the arena from XXX. Great rotation as Wise gonna take the first damage here, and it looks like the Tiny will be next. Double kill for Baboka. Extremely good TP coordination here after an Ags these days on the Gyro. Hold that thought. The Spear coming in. The boat not going to connect as a result. Arrow connects on top. LSA and the Laguna Blade, but nothing to say is still alive. That Rum is very powerful indeed. But the Starstorm coming. He's still staying alive. Finally drops after seemingly forever, and Ori limping away with just a sliver of HP, still the BKB.
Great choice. This is also what he's covering here. He needs to be able to fight at that time of the game. Gyro is a very susceptible carry when he doesn't have BKB, and when he does.
This is going to be an easy setup for XXS and company, and going to give the kill to Monet. Like, all right, I'm done farming for a bit now. Looks like BKB is next on the menu.
We might see that play later in.
Yep, we'll have
and
to
learn
wait.
Something new.
Siamese Cat, if he would tank this gank, I think ASTER would be very fine with this exchange. He's going to have to use the War Cry. smokes coming out though. Avalanche not really going to connect, but still, this is for a support Sven. Spear coming out, does connect onto Jin Q in the meantime. Wraith Pact is popped as Monet. Looks like they're going to get the kill onto Jin Q first. And now a nice arena coming out. Do they have the follow-up? Black Hole is used only on the Mars for now, but the right clicks from Ori are starting to do a fierce amount of damage. Nothing to say, has to BKB TP. He doesn't even want to bother finishing off the support Sven. Now Ame being chased, homing missile on the way, but the buyback from Snapfire. It's a nice toss-up, but that's the BKB from Monet, used defensively. Buyback down to Faith Beyond. Doesn't have any way to get inside the battle easily, though. Oh, nothing to say, jumps really deep in. Pops the BKB for himself. Absolutely, he wants to fight. Gets off the Torn as well as the ship. Trying to focus down Monet. He's going to be close. He's getting very low. Still, the focus continues, but nothing says. Also taking all the damage. He's out so far, and he's dead. And Faith Beyond, he dies as well. That's a dieback for him. Now the toss back from Jin Q. Can they get the Lina? Ori, they need to get something out of this. Little Shredder is enough. It's going to cost Y his life, but certainly worth it. But now Ame, he's only here with Jin Q. And they do enough to take him out here. He's trying to get kited here, but there's the Avatos from Jin Q. Spear out. Ame with a sliver of HP. They find the gyro finally as XXS has to BKB teleport away. So PSG LGD gets something out of it eventually, but my goodness, it cost a lot.
Traditionally, in some games, you would go like, oh, hang on, that's no time for that.
Avatos from Jin Q. Monet already at half HP, but he's certainly fine for now. He's going to get torrented. Controlled a bit, trying to reset though. XXS getting kited by Ame, but Monet wants to go really deep. He just wants to use his agents. Please kill me. 10 seconds left. There's the black hole from Faith Beyond, only on one, but it's a very important one. And Ori, who dies inside BKB. The right clicks are there from Ame. That's a double kill for him. And the arena comes out. Nice spear as well. Trying to focus down Ame before he can get the Sunder off. He gets tossed away. It's not going to be enough though. Double kill from Monet as he is just demolishing. And actually, I didn't even realize he didn't bother finishing the Daedalus. It's just a casual Chrysalis. Yep. He went for Butterfly after it.
That order, I think, was really a cool choice in this game instead of finishing the Daedalus. He will get it eventually, but the Titanic is a little bit more surprising.
Oh, Siamese Cat runs into Y. There's the arena, number one from XXS because he has the Refresher Orb. Is they're going to delete Jin Q to start this fight, and they find the Snapfire as well. So two very important supports down for PSG LGD. It kind of makes you rely on your teammates and Sunder, which ASTER has been doing a really good job of positioning to avoid the Sunder once the stun durations are over. So it's not been very easy for Ame at all.
He is effectively rendering Monet's neutral item kind of useless.
Well, they made Faith Beyond use his Blink Dagger already, as there's the first arena. And trying to save his teammate was Jin Q, but he's just going to die instead. And that's two dead with no buyback. ASTER in a 5v3 commanding position in this game, number 2. Faith Beyond going for the BKB Black Hole. It's just on Ori. Still pretty damn good kill, but he doesn't have buyback. Monet, he's trying to go to town with the Satanic. He's able to take out Faith Beyond in turn. Ame gets the Sunder off at the last moment, but now he's completely surrounded. Pinned to the barracks, and he's dead. 4 dead for PSG LGD as GG's come out. ASTER eliminate LGD from TI11.
Yeah, they were, I mean...